Hello, and a very warm welcome to another of my video podcasts on positive aging. Well, my news today is for those of you that like reading my books as much as I hope you enjoy watching my video podcast. I've got a new novel out. It's called Watching from the Wings, as you can see. It's because that's what I do, I write about characters who are well over 50, but all doing interesting and exciting things. And this book is really to demonstrate the fact that it's never too late to grow into the person you should be. And also, it's often later than you think when you find true love. And that can obviously be a blessing later in life if you haven't got it right the first or second time around, or more than that. So if you'd like to buy a copy, you can get it in the normal way from any bookshop. They will order it for you if they don't have it. The ebook's on Amazon. The paperback is not on Amazon just yet. Don't know why, but it will be. It's available on Waterstone's website, and this very lovely organisation called bookshop.org, where you buy online in the normal way, but you can nominate a bookshop to benefit from the purchase. So that's that. I'll also be doing some Zooms. They will be on my events page. But if you, for example, run a book group or are part of a group of University of the Third Age, Women's Institute, any of those sort of things, and you'd like a talk that combines positive aging with talking about characters and writing for and about older characters, then just get in touch with me via my website, christinewebber.com. Now, since I've been doing these video podcasts, I must say that it's amazing to me just how much research changes all the time. And recently, a piece of research came out that made me, it was over breakfast, I dropped my spoon into my porridge because I was so amazed at what I was hearing, which was that 40% of all Alzheimer's and various forms of dementia could be avoided. 40%, 40. I was staggered by that. When you think of the scale of the problem of dementia, and so many of us, I mean, myself included, have had parents who've languished with dementia long term, and I know we all hope that we can avoid that because we saw what they went through. 209,600 people in the UK are diagnosed with Alzheimer's or dementia of another kind every year currently. So that would mean that, of that number, 83,840 of them needn't get it. How could we avoid it? Well, I don't want to be too simplistic because I'm sure it's very much more complicated than this, but the two areas that Alzheimer's Research UK highlighted about this were to do with hearing and to do with drinking. You might be surprised about hearing, but they say that there is a distinct correlation between loss of hearing, which makes people more isolated and give up on social interaction, and dementia. So, it's the loneliness, it's very bad for us. As you might have heard me say before, loneliness is as bad for us as smoking. Very many of us suspect our hearing isn't great from time to time, and I think very many of us, and I would include myself in this again, think, oh, surely I haven't reached this stage in life where I need a hearing test. Well, if you are concerned about your memory or your cognitive ability, do have a hearing test, because it could be that when you're having to ask people to repeat things and then you worry they get irritated, in the end you miss a lot of what's going on in a conversation, and then next time when you would be going to that group or meeting with friends for coffee or something, you think, I don't think I'll go today. And it's so easy to just become much more isolated really quickly. Don't do that to yourself. Have a hearing test. It could transform your life. The second thing is alcohol. And I have a friend who's a psychogeriatrician, and he assures me this is a big problem, particularly in people, I winced at this because it was exactly the professions I've been in, publishing and the media. People in those sort of professions in particular are really prone to this because they drank heavily through their working lives. It was sort of part and parcel of the job. And as they get older, they continue to drink heavily and often way above the recommended safety limits. And he said that these aren't people that are rolling drunk in the streets. They're people with a very high tolerance of alcohol because they just enjoy alcohol and they have it every day in considerable amounts. But it does lead to something called alcohol-related brain damage. And that's not a good thing because that knocks out your brain cells and does mess with your memory and everything else. So it might be an idea, if you think you fall into this category, to really rail back on the drinking. I know it's hard, but it's not doing you any good. I mean, it won't be doing your skin any good either, or your general health. But certainly, there is a possibility that people can reverse some of the damage that they've done to their brain if they stop drinking at such a high level. So I mention that just in case it applies to you or to a friend, because a lot of us have drunk through life far more than our parents, and now it's beginning to show in sorts of ways that badly affect our health. So I just wanted you to know that. I'll be back soon. I've got some other research to discuss with you. Meanwhile, keep smiling, and I look forward to talking to you in the near future. Bye-bye.